Go. Hey, Bitcoin. A lot of things happening. I'm trying to answer as many questions as possible. So I thought it'd be easier if I just read them off. Okay. As far as regulations, we must embrace regulations. That is where we're going, don't you think? Okay. A great misunderstanding. Yes, there's lots of regulations, and this is one of the reasons that I love Bitcoin Cash is that they've gone forward and said person to person. What that means is, like green cash in the old days, it's person to person. So that can't, or 98% of all the laws in financial are for the custodial, or the banking, the regulation, the exchanges. When you trust a third person with your money, like the bank, then you're trusting them. So that's where regulations are able to slip in and add value in protecting the customers. What's brilliant about Bitcoin from day one is that it was the first time ever they invented a way to transact without the third person. That's what Bitcoin is from the beginning. You could send instantly to China, and you don't have to Western Union, Bank of America, China thing, all those, not only regulation and multiple steps, but expenses. So what ended up happening is it just priced out all poor people, or even middle, but 4 billion people can't exchange. I can't get their cashmere jacket from the middle of Africa because I can't transact with them, and they can't transact with us. I want it because I want a cashmere jacket for $10. They want it because $10 will feed their village for a week. That's why we say 5 billion unbanked. This is not just about us. We benefit because that's huge commerce going both ways. And when you bank 5 billion people or have that transaction, yeah, you're going to make a lot of money. Bitcoin Cash is going to take over, and it's not this question. Okay, they're person to person. Since it gets rid of the regulation, then we're denying the future of it. But like in-chain, Craig Wright understands this perfectly. He has pushing 200 patents. More than all the other cryptos, 1,000 cryptos put together. See, what happens is when you buy a house or you buy something, then that goes through its natural escrow. Do you know what I'm saying? But when you have 200 countries, you can't have a second layer. Just means you're adding back in that third person. Okay? I don't know why it's so hard to understand. When you add in a Lightning, you're adding in 200 governments and regulations. And regulations is just a bone constrictor, just to get in there and get their hands and squeeze, and make it not usable again. This is not even theoretical. 7 years, BTC worked great. And then they got off Satoshi's paper, and the fees went through the roof, and lost 50% of the market share. Here's the truth. This is why not one BTC person will go on stage and debate Bitcoin Cash, because it's so dominant. There's no way. I mean, I'll spend whatever it costs, Showtime or pay-per-view to watch that. What about the unbanked? That'll eventually come through Lightning through to Africa. I mean, it, they have to have their own little talking shows. Our coin is great. Yes, it is. And just ignore any outside influence. Sorry, that was way off base. Okay. Well, after May, you're going to see some of these patents are bringing back in fungibility. That's huge. Where you could exchange privately, or if you hate it, say anonymous, whatever. So much so that Coinbase won't even need a custodial. Here's the problem with custodial too. You also have to. It takes everybody out of the game, because like in the U.S. you need a money transmitter's license. Oh, good luck with that, So sorry, Charlie. It's for the. Anyways, it's a joke. That's why they're dinosaurs. And then Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin is going to take it over. All right, just going for the record, or going on the record. You can archive this. Right now, okay, what do you see about the SEC and exchanges? That's just going with the same point. Okay, how would you, if you were trying to get a hold? See, ICOs, like initial public offering, that's where regulations come in. It's never been proven, but they're going to go in there and protect you from losing money by not participating. I don't know about you, but I learned a lot of lessons touching fire, not by reading a regulation book or whatnot. Sometimes it's good to get burned, with the, we've all done it. You hit the market order instead of limit order. Okay, and then there was another question story here. Okay, news that came out. It turns out that the Mt. Gox has been selling since February 5th. That's an interesting date. And we're talking 35,000 BTCs, 34,000 Bitcoin Cash over the last 3 months. Thinly traded. For every buy, there's a sell. When you see an order book or level 2 screen, how the market is just an auction. That's all it is. It's just an auction. And then you have two people. I will buy your soda for $5. Well, I'm selling soda at $6, and they sit there, and there's a whole order book. And as time goes by, they get closer in, 450, 449, and then when they both hit 450, they have a sale. But all those other layers are people waiting to buy. I'm not buying for, more than $5. And then the sellers, I'm not selling mine for less than $6. So they sit there in the queue, and then you have other people. It's actually very, it's a lot more efficient now. We're talking about cents, whatever we're talking about. And then, but you if you're trading or buying or purchasing or selling, you go on there and you guys are a little bit smaller orders, so you just push a market order, and then whatever's the next guy, you just say, buy it, make it happen. The bid and ask. You don't care about the 2 cents or whatnot. Time to get some coffee. I'll be back.